Hello, Henshin Nation, Henshin Heroes, whichever you prefer, and welcome to the latest episode in HPV3 reviews. I'm Nathan, aka the Subro.
And I'm Jake, aka the Metal Don.
So, we're going to be doing an extra long live stream this week. We're going to go a little longer than normal. That we would have started about a half an hour ago, but Jake had to go catch up, which is cool. He also had to have his, Mrs. I should say the Metal Donna had to have the Metal Donna message me and say he's in the shower, he's streaming with you. Like, cool, thanks, Mrs. Hambrick.
Yeah, I would have texted you back, but
it would have been waterproof. But I was gonna say, it would have been a little awkward. So yeah, we're gonna go extra long. I have before we continue, I do want to give everybody an update on Chris, the Sentai guy. Without getting into too many details, life has been kicking him in the face pretty hard. However, there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and hopefully, in about a couple of weeks, maybe a month, everything will be settled. He will be returning for the live streams, and the podcast will be coming back with a vengeance. We're going to start recording season 2 proper, probably in August, I'm thinking. And we will definitely be getting the rest of season 1 out to all of you. But finally, things are calming down for him. So that'll be good. That'll be very good. So I say we'll start with Kamen Rider ZEZTZ because we're going to be doing the live reaction as per usual. Well, let's talk about last week's episode, and then we'll get into a little bit of new gen stars last week and this week. This week actually has a little bit to talk about because there was actual new footage in it, and it actually subtly heads into Teo. And just so everybody knows, next week is going to be a little bit different. Next week is a preview episode for Teo. So I'm assuming we'll watch that and talk about that too.
Of course.
All right. And then 2 weeks, the new Ultra series starts. And I also have a little bit of Subaraya related news that I want to bring up because there was some tabloid nonsense that got spread around in the English speaking fandom, and I want to address that because I bought into it for a little bit, and then my friend and friend of the podcast, Elijah Thomas of Kaiju Conversation, looked into it and told me no, that's nonsense. So we'll get into that. So last week, I will admit, I actually, for Kamen Rider ZEZTZ, I will admit I actually didn't watch it until Monday because last week was a little busy. When did you see it?
20 minutes ago.
20 minutes ago. Yeah. So it was episode 39, which is called Judge. I'm really liking these one-word titles.
Me too.
Yeah.
It's easy.
Yeah. So really quick to give get everybody up to speed, according to the writer wiki, which admittedly sometimes is a little bit dubious. It says a black case has occurred, likely caused by Code Somnia's missing capsum. Following orders from Zero, Baku rushes to recover the capsum. Zieg, whose fused nightmare has awakened within him, has returned. Could Zieg, I'm still not sure exactly how to say it, be the one who stole the capsum? Baku transforms into ZEZTZ and collides with him in a massive crash. And the mission parameters were secure the secret weapon. So there you go. So we went back to Zieg being a bad guy. Kinda. Yeah. And it looks like as of last week, Zieg is done.
For him being a villain, most likely, but he's still going to be in it.
Yeah. I mean, I was glad that we got to have bad guys Sieg again, and it's like he started off as like the Joker, and then he turned into Mr. Mixuspitalik.
Yeah.
And then they tried to go back last week, and spoiler warning, he's not the one who stole the capsule. He just wanted everybody to think he did it.
Yeah. I don't know who was pulling the strings, but we'll find out.
Yeah, that is a mystery that has yet to be explained. I did like the fight we had last week. Sieg had a pretty. I'm gonna take a look at this. Let me see. Do they have any pictures from that? I don't see any, but but we had a pretty good fight last time. That's what I remember most distinctly was all the stuff with Sieg. I don't remember a lot of anything else.
I love the camera movements whenever Nox was fighting Sieg.
Yeah.
Oh, that was.
Oh, yeah. Because it was Nox went nuts on him last week. That's what it was. It wasn't so much Baku. Yeah. It was Nox. Yeah. Nox being pretty cool last week.
Whenever Sieg thought he beat Nox, he just came back and did his shadow and grabbed him.
Oh, yeah.
And then put him in, I guess, like put him into a bad dream.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. And by the end of it, Sieg was depowered. And he was very sad about it.
Oh, I know. I would be too.
Oh, yeah, I get it. It was very sad. I'm a little, but I will admit I'm a little disappointed because I've really liked Sieg. He's probably been my favorite villain so far. So
in ZETZ or in general? In ZETZ or in general?
In ZETZ.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got other villains that, from Kamen Rider I'm a little more partial to. But I do have to agree with Chris. Chris said that he has a lot of junior energy. If you've seen Kaku Ranger, you know what I'm talking about. And but after that, he not so much. One of my favorite memes, I think it might have been Crazy Gandalf Jonathan Cartwright, or Gamera Sith in the chat, who posted this, and it was putting Sieg in the context of a fighting game, and I am a massive fighting game fan, so I was like, yeah, I'll feel that. Where it was, like the boss when you fight him. And it has Sieg when he was, at his most Joker-esque. And then it's like the boss when you play as him, and it's when he's like, Mr. Mixuspitalik, I'm goofy, but still kind of evil. I'm like, yeah.
It's very true.
There are so many fighting game bosses where it's like, oh, good, I unlocked the boss. You nerfed him. You nerfed him,
unfortunately.
So very rarely do fighting games let you play as the boss version, the proper boss version, at least without cheat codes or something. And it's just like, no, if I'm the boss, I want all of it. I want to do all the stupid things. Which is why it's fun when you actually get to do that. Go play Marvel Superheroes, which was made in the 90s by Capcom. Thanos is the final boss. If you manage to unlock Thanos just wrecks everything. Thanos breaks the game if you play as him. He breaks the game if you play as him, because this is like Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet. Okay, so he should break the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Normally, Sieg would break the game, but not in this case. Not after he loses once. We think he's dead for a bit, but yeah. So there you go. Yeah, but we do get to see Nox be all kinds of cool.
Yeah.
What was it? It was Midnight Nova Blades. Is that what it is? Yeah. I'm just looking at the longer synopsis on the writer wiki just so I can remind myself.
His Midnight Shadow form is probably my favorite in ZETZ.
Oh my gosh. I will admit, Bandai mandates or not, these are some pretty cool writer designs, I have to admit.
Oh yeah, they are.
They really are, and
The
I'm
first
sure.
ZEZTZ design, the first ZEZTZ design, you know, I thought it was cool, and I was like, maybe it'll grow on me a little bit more, and it did. I liked it more once it, you know, we got started with it. But then they started doing power ups, and I was like, okay, their color changing, that's cool. And then completely different. I'm like, okay, this is getting better. And then Nox kept getting more different uniforms. Dude, yeah, I'm happy with all these designs.
Yeah, I've been pretty impressed so far with it, and I I'm amazed you haven't bought all the Nox figures yet.
I don't want to go broke yet.
Says the guy who's been gobbling up all the discotheque Toku time releases, which
Well,
I seriously need to catch up on those.
you gotta do what you gotta do.
I know. I need to, like, you know, with birthdays and Christmas and all that, I should send you and Chris the list. I was like, these are the ones I have. Just so you know. Just in case.
Completionist. I'm a completionist
I know.
with Momo.
I know. And but then I saw the price on Skyrider and I'm just like, Discotheque, what are you doing? Is the Toei tax that bad, or do you think you can just get away with that? But mild tangent. I'm wondering if Discotheque is getting into the same business model that a lot of boutique labels use, which is they charge primo prices most of the time, but then they have those periodic sales when they know they're going to get a ton of, where they know they'll get a ton of sales. And so they're like, oh, guess what, guys, 50% off. And then everyone goes nuts and buys all of them.
Yeah, just like Criterion.
Criterion, Synapse, Arrow, they all do it.
Yeah. Well, Criterion, you know, it's like 2 or 3 times out of the year you can get them at, you know, actual prices.
Yeah. They do like 2 official 50% off sales. And then they pepper in, you know, some 24-hour flash sales here and there. And there's like, guess what, guys? Flash sale.
Yeah.
And they're like, ah! And then everyone buys stuff. I bought Synapse had a sale for Memorial Day, and I bought a few things. They still haven't shipped anything, but apparently they had a ton of people who made orders.
Yeah, I haven't got anything from mine yet either.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if Discotheque's trying to do the same thing.
Maybe. Who knows?
Maybe. I'm going to be curious to see if ZETZ gets a Blu-ray release from Shout.
I hope so. I doubt it, but I hope so.
I think they would be remiss if they didn't. Got too much of a good thing going.
Yeah.
But yeah. Any more thoughts on last week, or, you know?
Yeah, the hot woman at the end, whenever she brought her wrist henching device up. So I'm assuming she's going to be henching this episode, hopefully.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering that myself. I think what is this week's episode is called what? It's Generate. And then interestingly, it says next week's episode is called Arise with a Z, or Mezamero, which is what we've been hearing the entire series.
Yeah.
But let me, like I said, I'm going to kind of breeze over this here really quick. If there's anything I want to make sure that I pick up on. These go by so fast that I feel like either a bunch of stuff or not a lot happens in every episode.
It's crazy. I wonder I just wonder how it's going to end.
I'm wondering that myself. Transform him into the gun nightmare. Oh my gosh. Let's see why. They were doing some weird things with the lady last week. It looked like things were happening where she's like, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff related to Code Somnia. I'm getting the impression, everybody is just gunning for Code at this point.
Right. Who is the bad guy? Is it Code? Is it somebody else?
I think it's supposed to be Code.
I think so. Or is it just people in Code?
If it's people, it's the high up people in Code then, because who's in charge right now? Or no, did he wait?
I know Zero's free.
Zero is Zero's a free agent. Is it 1 or 3
no,
or
0?
No, who's in charge? Now. Oh, 3's gone. Yeah.
0.
Yeah. So I mean, there's.
I don't know. It's such a hard mystery to decode.
Yeah. Where's my button? There you go. Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. I'm still not sure either. Yeah, I'm double checking to make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah. I'm not. I don't know, man. Not sure what's going on there. I'm still leaning toward it is Code, or at the very least, the people who are running Code, the higher ups. Maybe not everybody. I don't know. But the perception of Code has been so all over the place for this show. Because at first we thought they were the good guys, and then they were definitely not. Then it's like, well, is everybody a Code a bad guy? I don't know. It's I can't quite make heads or tails of it. And then there's all the weirdness with the midpoint of the show and how that was, that dream was a premonition, and it's just like, oh my gosh, what is going on here? It's nuts. But we will be jumping on for the next episode, and yes, Toei, I know you're listening. I know you're watching. We promise not to broadcast the episode again, but we are going to talk about it. You can't stop us. So
our voices will not be silent.
No. Ooh. Oh no, that's 2 months ago. It's like, what? I do an Ultraman Teo trailer. No, it's not. It's for last week. Yeah. By the way, Chris, if you're watching or listening, you need to go watch Beat Runners. We had a good time with Beat Runners. I think we watched that off stream, didn't we? We watched that off stream.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, maybe we should.
Is episode 2 out?
I don't know, but maybe you know what we should do? Once we get Chris back, we should do a live react with Chris to Beat Runners if he still hasn't watched it.
Yeah.
Because that was fun. And it's our boy Koichi Sakamoto. So anyway, I'm gonna go over the chat here really quick. Because as I said, we've got Crazy Gandalf. Hey, Skeletor, aka Spam Commando. I have a new nickname now. It is Spam Commando. See, last week was awesome for ZEZTZ. Need to catch up on the Ultra Clip Show. Well, and it's done as of this week, and we have some things to talk about. Let's see, what else do we have here? Let's see. Let's see. Hey, Edwin, see the new trailer? Omega Horn? Wait, what? There's a new wait, what? A trailer? What are you talking about? Did I miss something? Let me see. Nicknames: Nate, Captain Thunder, and Chris Mazans. What about Jake? What about Jake? We're not salvaging anything. We're not just taking down the carriers. We're taking down Code. Yeah, there you go. Even if you have, would you have told me, or would you have compartmentalized that too? Code, it all goes. Let's see. Winter Soldier movie. Okay. It's Kakusei Hunter, Omega Horn, Kakusei Hunter Omega Horn Project Red. Oh, wait, what? That's what that was? Project Red Season 2. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I may have to go find this. Did you see that? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
I hadn't watched it, but I saw something about it.
I was wondering what that was. Okay. Project Red Season 2. Let's see if I can find it. And it shows me red versus blue. Okay. Season 2. Kakusei Hunter. Okay. Let's see. Let's try Omega Horn. Okay. Project Red. Kakusei. Oh. Okay. I see it now. I see it there. Oh wait, that teaser trailer. Okay, I think this is. I don't think that's a trailer. I'm not sure what that. Oh, that's for 2 months ago. That was 2 months ago. And this one was 1 hour ago. Okay, and it's only a minute.
Hold up.
We have just enough time. Okay. I have not seen this. Alternate Shazams. Okay. Yeah, but where's Jake's? You only got me and Chris, Captain Thunder, and Mazans, because that's Shazam backwards. Where's Jake's? Anyway, let me pull. Let me pull this up. Yeah, so this was like 2 months ago. I thought this was Super Sentai, to be honest. I thought it was like, an actual Super Sentai. But no, let's see. This was just an hour ago. What do we have here?
Let this device know
oh,
things are running.
Gosh.
It's a Toy Story, not Project Red.
I mean, this is a different kind of Toy Story. Right, back it up. Beyond the records, embrace the extraordinary. Ah! They're already announcing a second season. Oh, I'm liking the music. That is a kaiju. Holy it's a sleeping kaiju. What is going on?
It's a running kaiju.
What?
Yoshi.
Okay then. Wow. Wow. Okay.
Sweet. Now stream it over here for us.
Yeah, unlike with Gavin Infinity.
Yeah.
But wow. Wow, my dude. Wow. Wow.
That looked pretty cool.
That did look pretty cool.
Well, what was it? Go Buster. It looked like a Go Buster outfit mixed with a Space Sheriff.
Yeah, like well, and the one picture I saw earlier looked more like weird Gal Ranger. I don't know. But yeah, Edwin, by the way, before we get started, Edwin says, Jake, unfortunately, your nickname comes from Freddie Freeman, the worst part of Shazam 2, Captain Sparkle Fingers.
Freddie Freeman. Who's Freddie Freeman? Was he
Freddie Freeman,
the younger kid with the one that couldn't walk good?
I haven't seen. Was it? What was the second Shazam movie called? Like Power of the Gods or something?
Fury of the Gods.
Fury of the Gods. That's what it was.
If it was, then that's fine because he grew up to be Adam Brody.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm fine with
All
that.
right. We got less than 30 seconds before the new ZEZTZ.
Whoop, whoop.
Dano, 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 Dano. And I eradicate evil by punching it in the face. Yeah, that was a weird thing from last week when the moon started spinning. He turns into such a baby.
I know.
And the monster that was in him does look really weird. What a question to ask. Do you feel bad about what you did? I don't care. Maybe the nightmare liked him because he was already a terrible person.
Maybe.
Change the rules of dreams. His name is Freddy.
Imagine if at the end of it, Robert Englund's the big boss.
Oh my gosh, that would be nuts, and I would love it. Apparently, this monster of the week is important. Yes, people, the theme song is playing. That's why I'm dancing for no reason. Well, I am dancing for a reason, but if you don't know the context, I just look stupid.
He's got to pee.
What I want to know why we have what looks like a miniature set and kaiju sized monsters and Kamen Riders, but that never actually happens in the show.
Just for the music video.
Yeah. People in the chat are singing along with the song, with the theme.
I love this theme.
I do too. Yeah, I like it more than the first one. Wait, take back the Somnia ZEZTZ. What the frick? Judgmental punish cross Kinosuke. How much crack are people on at Toei to write these title cards? Sir, I hate you. You're ripping pages out of a book. I'm here to judge you guilty or innocent.
Oh, he was drunk. Been there, done that.
You've gotten drunk and woke up on a park bench?
No, not on a park bench, but
okay,
close.
Okay. I just see that, and all I keep thinking of are the Quintessons and their minions from Transformers the movie. Guilty or innocent. Yeah, I forgot that we didn't talk about that with last week. The monster of the week. Well, it was a guy who was an old man, a thief who got turned into like a gun-armed looking monster. And he murdered a guy off screen just because he wanted to steal a car. Because he was like, hey, my old brother, we used to be the small time thief brothers. We needed to steal bigger things like a car.
I mean,
So
at least he's ambitious.
Yeah, and then apparently he carjacked the guy and shot him, but he shot him off screen. I wonder if maybe they had filmed the scene where he shot him, but then the censors in Japan were like, nope, can't have that.
Right. Probably.
All right, assume the position. You will be paddled.
Nice gun.
Do you always remember to bring your gun to your business meetings? Don't commit any more sins. What?
Heck yeah.
Oh, I forgot he is a writer. What is going on? Ow.
I just imagine them as Adam West, Batman, and Robin climbing up the wall.
We need some celebrity cameos.
Yeah.
I love you, not James Bond. We got Timu Daniel Craig over here. Thanks for telling me, not sister. Or was that Nem? No, that's not sister.
I still want those posters though.
Yeah, those are nice posters.
Especially the his name is 7.
Yeah. It is the number of perfection. Symbolically speaking.
Agent Gentleman 1.
Pay no attention to my cannon arm. What is with this nightmare and targeting old? Oh, that's the brother from last week. I was to say, what is with this guy targeting old men?
So what is it with the nightmares? He just trying to find out, if you're, a criminal or not?
You ever seen Tetsuo the Iron Man?
No.
You would probably like it.
I've seen Tony Stark, the Iron Man.
Yeah, no. It's very different. It's like a weird, artsy, surreal horror movie.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to think that this might have been the concept for this nightmare might have been influenced by it. We're like Beauty and the Beast, but if anyone ever calls you Beast, I'll rip their lungs out. Anyone catch that reference? Apparently I cut out. Jake didn't hear what I said.
What'd you say?
He said, "We were perfect for each other." I said, "We're like Beauty and the Beast. But if anyone calls you Beast, I'll rip their lungs out."
No.
Yeah,
Yeah, Nim is the
apparently,
beauty.
yeah, I think we had an internet hiccup because that was a movie quote. I was trying to see
She's
if
the
anyone
beauty and
caught it.
I'm the beast.
Ooh.
Even though we don't believe in bestiality over here.
In case anyone didn't catch it, I just quoted the Joker from Batman 89. Don't mind me as I casually face through the window. Oh, the camera just faced through the window. What? Crop circles?
Oh, where's everybody at? Does nobody see him?
Apparently not, but he's in a dream.
Hmm.
Then his arm went blam, blam, blam. That's funny. Follow the screams.
It's a big house.
It's a big lady.
Almost as big as my ego.
Ooh. Uh, wow. You're fast enough to duck under bullets? Or is he just a bad shot?
Well, he is old.
Mm. Including you, Punch. Yeah, don't I know it? This is a Captain Picard level speechification.
Baku has a way with words.
My dream is to kill you. My dream is to put a bullet in your head. Holy crap, I was kidding. I was kidding. Also, this guy's a lousy shot. If Baku was 5 feet away and he didn't hit him anywhere vital, well, okay, maybe in the lung, but oh yeah, because a first aid kit's got to treat a bullet wound.
Hey, you've played Resident Evil. All you need is some first aid spray.
Oh, true. Oh, poor Nem. Nemi baby. Poor Nem's got
Hey,
has to perform battlefield surgery over here.
Baku's taking it like a man.
That is a big bullet too. My gosh. He's a stronger man than any of us.
Speak for yourself.
No. Did you get shot when you were in the army?
9 times to be exact.
Wow, really?
They all bounced off of me.
Oh, well played, sir. He just goes back to taking a nap. Really? Pull the bullet out, and he's like, I could do this. I'm fine. I'm an action hero. Just pull the bullet out. It'll be great. No problems.
He's the Japanese Leon Kennedy.
Apparently. Apparently, one of this guy's superpowers is an unlimited ammo code. Uh-oh. They called me Bullet Face. Ah.
You get a new gun?
I don't know.
Looks different. Partners.
Uh-oh.
That's me and you, Nate.
Yeah. I'm Baku, obviously.
Of course.
Shadow. Look at what was that? Buzzsaws denied.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Extreme. Oh, oh, you jerk. Apparently, leaving Zeeg, it was an upgrade. Oh, that was
That
cool.
was sick.
What? You bastard. No. Oh no, not a pocket dimension. I hate it when there's a pocket dimension.
Oh god, where's Pinhead at with all these chains?
Oh my gosh. This guy ate the lament configuration, didn't he?
Yeah.
He just made a giant Iron Maiden. Oh boy. What? Okay. I don't know how that right kick. Oh,
Dang.
oh, oh, oh.
He
It
got
was a
double teamed.
rider kick. That's a rider kick sandwich right there. Oh my gosh. Who needs a Jill sandwich when you got a kick sandwich?
I'll take a Jill sandwich.
I don't feel like doing anything now. I'm gonna have to go back to jail, aren't I? Oh, I've only been out for 3 days. Wow, 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 wow. What? The bastard's still alive?
Huh.
Okay. He's gonna become the Red Moon? What the?
Hey, look, his titty
Oh,
out.
this weirdo again. What? What is happening? Ah! What? What? Are those hands or forks?
Their hands.
Curiouser and curiouser. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
No, not them.
You weirdo.
Hey, give me a high five. I got like 30 of them.
Eh. They all
The
have
Count full of
thrones?
evil.
Are they the 4 kings or something?
The
What the
Nightmare
F?
Council. Whoa. Hell
What?
yeah.
Was that a giant space sperm or something? What the F is going on? The beginning of the end? We're already getting to the end game?
Well, we only got 9 episodes left. So
Catastrophe, Phantom Punishment, and Oblivion. The 4 Nightmare Lords invasion begins. So we got 10 episodes to go, and we're getting into the end game. Okay.
ooh. That was sick.
Wow.
That last shot. That last shot when you saw all the half moons, that was freaking amazing.
It was, and I think my favorite moment was the Rider kick sandwich.
Oh yeah. That
wow.
was sick.
Wow. That was something.
It was.
Chris, if you need to catch up. Bro, you need to catch up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For sure.
Jonathan says, "What the head shit?" We have started catchphrases, sir. Oh, that was something. That was something. We got some comments here from Edwin. Well, now I'm just thinking about Kingdom Hearts 4 with the intro and dreaming. Does Atomic come with child support? Because it's own. Hey, Dad, I know you were in charge of an evil organization, but you do know you owe me like 10 years of backcode child support. Oh, Edwin, you've outdone yourself. That's a good. That is a really good one. Well, that parasitic symbiotic thing was more eloquently said than anything in the Venom movies. Huh? Who guess once again, better writing beats Sony. Wow. 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 That was something. But apparently, like I said, we got 10 episodes to go and we're going into the end game.
Yeah.
Now we've got the four Nightmare Lords.
Yeah. So hopefully it's, balls to the wall from here on out.
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, Baku just took a giant bullet to the lung, and all they had to do was just pull it out, and he's fine. That's 80s action movie powers activate. My gosh.
To be fair, he was in the dream world, so
so that probably helped. But still, that was wow. That was something. That was something. Hopefully, I think Chris will be back to join us for the end of the show.
Yeah.
So, wow. That was something.
It was. I'm definitely glad we decided to live stream these.
Yeah, well, originally you were just like, let's do live streams about Omega, and then I'm like, they're simulcasting Kamen Rider, dude. And he's like, well, I guess we'll do that too.
Yeah.
Look at us. I'm glad we did. But let's briefly, at the very least, go over the last couple episodes of New Gen Stars, because we got a new Ultra Hero in a couple of weeks.
Yep.
With a preview next week. So yeah, gonna be good stuff. So last week, if I remember correctly, New Gen Stars last week was they did the conclusion to the Ginga movie. I think that's what it was.
Yeah. I guess.
Yeah. Did you not watch last week?
I did.
Okay. Yeah, I think it was because they split it up into 3 parts. And that's all it really was they just split it up into 3 parts.
Yeah.
And I had just seen the Ginga movie a few months ago. So I was like, okay. What'd you think of it?
I want to watch Ginga. I think it looks cool.
Yeah, Ginga is interesting. The first season was definitely done on a low budget. Very low budget. Second season, Ginga S, they did 18 episodes instead of 12, and it definitely had a bigger budget, but honestly, I think they should have called it Ultraman Victory because it's really more about victory than it was Ginga.
All right.
But, that's my personal take on it. Ginga S is better than the first season, but Ginga for me it's all right. But the movie was pretty fun. But that was Koichi Sakamoto directing that too. And then you had that gauntlet where all of the Ultra heroes had to go fight one of their nemesis.
Yeah.
That was fun. It was themed Zero last week. So you got to see Zero fight a facsimile of Belial.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it was like Bruce Lee's Game of Death.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was it Game of Death? Yeah.
Different Ultra at fighting a facsimile of his nemesis at each level.
Yeah.
Nexus got to fight. Was it? I'm trying to remember if it was Mephisto or Zoggy. I want to say it was.
I think it was Dark Mephisto.
It was Dark Mephisto. Yeah, I was trying to remember. It's either Mephisto or Zoggy. Yeah, I think it was Mephisto. Yeah. That's relevant for all of you Henshin heroes because reasons. But this week they actually had a bit more narrative going on. So and the we had so it was Omega, Jeed, and Zet were all a bit more or actually more involved with the clips this time around, because Omega's like, I need to hear more stories about ultras, and then they start talking about it was basically, let's talk about the Yapul and the terrible monsters. What they don't tell anybody is that because we only show clips in these shows from like the last 12 years, but the Yapul and the terrible monsters go all the way back to Ultraman Ace, which they didn't really bring up, but they were showing all the newer stuff and they were jumping around a lot. So it's just like, let's just show different things with them. The main thing that we need to get into is by the end of that, Omega's like, well, I guess that means I am an Ultra, because that was the title of the episode. It was like, you're an Ultra too. So I guess at that point, he's officially an Ultra. And then they got some Ultraman skywriting saying, oh my gosh, we're being deployed. And then we got another brand new fight scene that we haven't had in a while. And they go to fight Yapul, who takes on the form of, he calls himself Zet Killer. Instead of Ace Killer, it's Zet Killer.
Yeah, pretty cool design too.
Yeah, because that's what it is. Like all the killers, they take they've learned the powers of other ultras. So it's Zet Killer, and I forget what the little goober's name is, but he's on the planet that the cutesy monster from Teo is from. That's what the little cutesy creatures were. That is the little monster sidekick that's going to be in Teo.
Okay.
So that there's a little tie-in with it. So then our three ultras show up and they go ham on Zet Killer and beat him. That was pretty cool.
It was. Yeah. I'm glad we got to see Omega fight one last time.
One last time.
For now.
We get to, for now. And we get to see we've seen that armor in action before. We get to see it one more time.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he was whipping out some abilities that he hadn't done before.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then when it was all said and done and they beat the Yapul, and they're like, cool, Omega, stop by anytime. Because he's like, I have to go.
He wanted to go off.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wanted to go
I gotta
off
go explore.
See
I
gotta
worlds. I gotta go see other worlds for a bit, but I'm an Ultra now. So it's kind of it's bits like this that may have made the clip show kind of worth watching, because they have you could take some of the segments and kind of edit them together into a little bit of an epilogue for Omega, because he didn't get a movie. Wonder if maybe some of the bits that we have in here would have been part of an Omega movie if they had made one.
Maybe.
Especially since, he sent his human host back to Earth, earlier this season. So, yeah. So it's officially done. And next week, like I said, we get a preview episode for Teo, which we'll watch and talk about. I don't know what exactly is going to be in it. It's probably just going to be a bunch of stuff saying like, here's Teo, here are the characters. It starts next week, because I remember when they've done these preview episodes before for Ultraman.
Is the preview episode going to be dubbed too?
I don't know. I'm doubting that they will that they'll do a simul dub. It'll probably be subtitled, just like Omega.
I don't know.
They'll save the dub for later.
Because they put a post out that it was starting July 4th, and it showed all the territories, and it had sub and dub.
Oh, really? We're getting back to that. That'll be interesting.
I hope so.
Yeah. I'll have to watch for that. It'll be cool if they do.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then in 2 weeks, if we can pry ourselves away from fireworks, it'll be July 4th. America 250.
I already said that we ain't gonna make any plans. We're gonna be here.
To talk about Teo and ZEZTZ.
Yep. Well, to watch it.
Yeah. Well, it'll premiere the
It's
night before. Yeah.
Is it the night before or?
Yeah, it'll be the night, but it'll be on the 3rd. It'll be because it's the 4th. It'll be the 4th in Japan and the 3rd here.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind.
Because time differences.
Yeah. What do you know about time?
A lot of it.
I made it up.
I know. Oh, you did. But yeah, so we got a lot to look forward to. I'm going to admit, we got the 4th in 2 weeks, and then we got G-Fest after that because I will be at G-Fest. So
yeah.
Figuring out how to live stream during G-Fest will probably be interesting. I remember when last year when we did it when we were all in the same room, we just hung out in my my hotel room, and we're like, "Hi guys, we're live streaming for G-Fest."
Yeah, that was fun.
That was fun. So, yeah, we'll see what we can do the next couple of weeks. Yeah, my July is going to be insane, my dude. Absolutely in freaking insane. But, I will do my darndest to make sure that streams happen.
By God.
Yeah. All right. So, a little bit of news. So there was some news going around on the socials. I'm thinking specifically what is it called on Instagram, Reiwa Chronicles.
Yeah.
They were reporting that Subaraya, who only has like a little over 200 employees, they were laying off 25% of their workforce because of restructuring. So they were either laying people off or getting them to go into early retirement because, like I said, restructuring and poor reception to Arc and Omega. So, they had to make some cuts. That is not entirely true. Like I said, thanks to my friend Elijah, I learned that yes, restructuring is happening, but nobody's losing their jobs. And the long and short of it is the restructuring that they're talking about is not only is Subaraya winning more lawsuits related to Chayo so they can start expanding not only into America, but into the Southeast Asia market, particularly China. But they also now own more of their own company to the point where Bandai is not a majority shareholder, I guess you could say. And that means there will either be drastically fewer to no Bandai mandates, and Supro will have more creative control over their own stuff.
You're right.
So that's where all of this is happening. And the reason it got blown up like that is because some Japanese tabloids were trying to rumor monger, basically.
I gotcha.
So yeah, there's actually a lot of good things going on. I'm hoping that means we're going to start getting Ultra series that are more like Blazar, because my understanding is that Supro fast-tracked Blazar so fast, as I was saying, so fast that Bandai wasn't really able to give them that many notes.
Good.
And, I know that they're planning on doing a big Ultraman Zero movie next year. Like, they got big plans. A lot of big plans. I'm
excited for it.
Yeah. And I think they're coming back to G-Fest, which should be exciting. So, yeah, there's a lot. So there's a lot of positive things going on. But like I said, keep in mind, I can't believe they only have 200 people working in the entire studio. That's wild to me.
That's
That's
crazy.
absolutely that is crazy to me when you have these powerhouses like Toei and Toho, like with
Hmm.
probably just have like nearly unlimited money, by comparison. It's just
Yeah.
wild to me. So yeah. So yeah. So I just thought I'd let everybody know. But got a little bit of time, do we want to do we've been doing a little bit of like week in review, just chit chatting sort of stuff. What do you besides watching some tokusatsu and streaming with me, what have you been up to?
Nothing really except watching TV. Me and my
Mhm.
wife, we watched all the James Bourne movies
Jason
or
Bourne?
Jason
Yeah, you
Bourne
said
movies.
James Bourne.
Wa-
I'm like, what? That's his brother.
watch the Jason Bourne movies. Been watching some James Bond
Ah, there you
and
go.
playing the game. Um,
Which one?
the First Lot, the
First
new
Light.
one.
I was wondering if it was
Yep.
First Light. Yeah.
Playing that, playing Hitman 3. That's about it.
Yeah. I started you might appreciate this. I started playing Doom Eternal a few weeks ago.
Really?
Yep. Finally got
Heck yeah.
around to it. Yeah.
I
But
played a
then I got
little bit of it.
but then I got a little distracted by Gigabash. I played some Gigabash with Michael, and he was actually enjoying it. So I think the three of us gotta, we gotta play some Gigabash together.
We should. I re-downloaded it. So
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, we got Ultraman Zero and Belial coming in a couple of weeks. So yeah.
yeah, I need to
So
get all that DLC.
yeah. I also subscribe to Crunchyroll, and boy, I have been burning through some anime. I watched Trigon Stargaze. Was mildly disappointed, but and then I watched Gunbuster, Hideaki Anno's first anime. So Hideaki Anno of Shin Godzilla and Evangelion fame.
Yeah,
That was interesting. I can definitely see how this was his warm up to Evangelion. Unfortunately, the discotheque Blu-ray is long out of print, and now it's like $100, and I hate it. I hate
I
it so
believe it.
much. Yeah, I was considering trying to get that for the show at some point, but yeah. But then I did watch something that is relevant to the Henshin heroes' interests, and it was also something I have thought about naming as something to cover in a future season, but after watching it, I'm not so sure now.
Really?
Yeah, Love After World Domination. I wanted to like it more than I did.
Never
Now,
watched it.
yeah. Well, it's one that I've mentioned before. It is
Yeah.
very, very Toku influenced. Very. It's basically Romeo and Juliet, but with superheroes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like picture a Power Ranger team fighting Shocker. And the Red Ranger falls in love with one of the Shocker generals.
Mm-hmm.
And now they have to keep it secret from everybody. That is a great setup. And it had some whacked out characters, and the humor was really landing. But the longer it went on, the more I felt like it was missing its potential.
Right.
Because it had all of these, I won't get into spoilers, but it had all of these characters, and it didn't do a whole lot with them. I wanted to see more of the rest of the Ranger team and see what kind of like shenanigans they would do into that. Would do with that. There were some interesting bad guys that they didn't do a whole lot with, I thought. And and it leaned hard into a lot of the tropes. Our two main characters who are the lovers, they had great personalities, and and they played off of each other really well. The voice acting was pretty solid, but as it went on, I'm just like, I need you to do more with this than just romantic comedy stuff that occasionally gets interrupted by superhero stuff. And one of the big reasons why I'm like, I don't know if I want to name it for the show is it surprisingly light on action. It's 12 episodes and there's only a few major action scenes. And most of the ones that it does have are really short. Because they cut away. Because basically what happens is that the Ranger team and the villains start fighting, and then Reaper Princess, that's her villain persona, the girl, her and the Red Ranger just slip away and hang out together while everybody's fighting. And then if they get caught, they get up and they start pretending to fight each other. Yeah, I mean, like I said, like there were points where it was laugh out loud funny. It was really, I was dying. Like there were points where they like you could tell that whoever did this loves Sentai and Kamen Rider. Like the goons, like the peon minions are straight up shocker goons. They have black suits, skeleton masks, and they even make the funny noises.
Do it.
Like
do some of the noises.
Like they do stuff like that. Like it is so like it was. And when it was like leaning into superhero tropes and doing whacked out stuff with it, I'm like, I am so with the show. But then I was like, I actually wish it was like twice as long and maybe had a little bit more of an ongoing storyline.
Right.
You know, like it was building to something. As it is, it felt weirdly episodic. And then you get to the last episode and it's like, oh, we need to have a finale. Here's a monster. And then here, this is a bit of a spoiler. They teased giving this team a Megazord. And it never happened. I even thought we got to the last episode that this is when they were going to have to whip out the Megazord. And they didn't. Instead of a Megazord, we got a mild spoiler. Instead of the Megazord, we basically got this show's version of the Power Blaster from Mighty Morphin. That was the best they could give us.
Well, you get what you get and you don't pitch a fit.
Yeah, basically. Like I said, I was just like, I'm so mixed on it. I don't know. I might still keep it on the list, but I was just like, I wanted more out of this. I wanted so much more out of it. I probably went into it with too high expectations, I suppose.
Right.
But those first couple episodes were actually really good, and then when they introduced the bad guys, I was like, this is really funny. But yeah, oh well on that. I did like they came up with a funny theme for this like this Sentai parody that they had in there. I think they kept making I think they're supposed to be frozen food themed. It's really weird because when they do their morph calls, because they're called like, what are they called? Like they're called the Gelato 5.
Yeah.
And like the Red Ranger makes reference to strawberries, and one of them makes reference to soda. I forget what, and like, what was it? I think they have a girl pink ranger and a girl yellow ranger. And I think the yellow ranger I think was lemons or something. It was pretty funny, I have to say. And they made a lot of freezer puns. And like there's like different levels to the bad guys, because you have the minions, and then you have what they call like it's like these lower level generals. And it's called the Princess series because they're all women. And Reaper Princess, that's, she's the one, she wears black leather cape and a skull mask. And she's one of them. And then there's like Beast Princess and Metal Princess, Blood Princess. And they're all cool designs with cool powers, but they're grossly underused. But then like after that, like you have to get promoted to get to this point. They have, I think, what do they call them? Like, I forget what they're called, but they're monster generals. And the implication seems to be they used to be human, and then when they got promoted, they got mutated.
Yeah.
And that's a key point in one of the episodes because they wanted to do that to Reaper Princess. And she's like, I don't want to be a monster. I don't know. Do I want to be a monster? I don't know if I want to be a monster. So that was interesting. And it turns out, I guess mild spoiler, her dad was a member. They're called, was it the evil organization? It's not Shocker, it's Gecko. And her dad is a member of Gecko, but he never got past Minion. So the fact that his daughter started working, quote unquote, working for the same company, and she managed to get up to, princess rank. He's so proud of her. That was pretty funny, I have to admit. She has a little sister, and there's all kinds of complications. The Red Ranger is like in his early 20s, and he's like this dorky musclehead who obsesses over bugs and protein, and he still lives with his mom. Like I said, when the show was on point, it was really on point.
Yeah. I need to check it out.
Yeah, I would say it's worth watching at least once. Watch it.
How many episodes is it?
It's 12. Watch it. Tell me what you think. Maybe we can talk Chris into watching it and be like, do we want to do this one on the show? I mean, it qualifies, but
yeah,
it's definitely
I think Chris has already watched it.
Oh, has he?
I think he might have.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Yeah,
we'll talk about it. We'd have to pair it with something else that's about the same length. What I was initially thinking. I'm going to say it even because I'm not sure. I'm going to go with it now, but I was thinking about pairing that with, what is that one? What's that other one called? The Red Ranger becomes an adventurer in another world.
Yeah.
Because that one's also only 12 episodes.
And
the theme would have been Super Sentai anime.
What about Go-Go Loser Ranger?
That one's 24. That's 24. It's like 24, 25. So it's a much fuller
run. We could do all three of those together.
Maybe. We get up to like 50 episodes. Yeah, we can knock all of it. Triple feature. Yeah. Super Sentai anime. Yeah, I don't know. Something to think about. We already got season 2 ready, and so. Yeah. And right now, I think the next thing, because I finished that, I think the next thing I'm going to start watching, it's also Toku adjacent. It's going to be SSSS Dynazenon.
Okay.
Which is the sequel to SSSS Gridman.
Yeah.
Which I have seen that.
I've seen, I think, 2 or 3 episodes.
Of Dynazenon or Gridman?
Gridman.
Okay. Yeah, that one's pretty good.
Yeah.
That one's pretty good. So yeah. That's a lot of what I've been doing, and a ton of G-Fest prep. And a million other projects. If anybody is going to be in the Rosemont, Illinois area in a couple of weeks, come over to G-Fest, say hi, and come to the many, many, many panels that I am doing. And I never want to do this ever again.
Yeah. You say that now, and next year you'll do 10 more.
10 more. I'm doing 8 hours of programming at G-Fest. Oh, more like 8.5, actually. Because one
That's
panel.
Rookie number 8.
Oh, all right. Here's next year at G-Fest, the Metal Don is co-hosting all the panels.
That's fun. I don't have to say anything.
Even the ones that are happening at the same time. Actually, technically, you and Chris are are officially on the docket for one panel, but you're going to have to remote in.
Yeah. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, we're going to do an HPV3 live. And it's going to be called Ultraman The Wilderness Years. We're going to talk about all the Ultraman stuff that happened when there wasn't a show on TV in Japan. So between the end of Ultraman 80 and the start of Ultraman Tiga. And you want to know what? It's the busiest hiatus ever because there was a ton of stuff still happening. We're going to be going into all of that. There were spinoffs. There were movies. There were animes. There was so much stuff. It's not quiet at all.
Yeah.
So, yeah. A lot to look forward to, a lot to keep us busy. But, yeah. But, Jake, what did we learn this week?
What did we learn this week, Nate?
To eradicate evil, punch it in the face.
And may the power protect you.
Thank you for listening to Henshin Power V3, a podcast produced and hosted by Nathan March and
Christopher Reiner
and Jake Hamber.
If you'd like to send us feedback, we'd love to hear from you. So email us at henshin.power.v3@gmail.com.
Follow us on X, the artist formerly known as Twitter. Thank you, Danny DeManna, where our handle is @HenshinPowerV3, and join our official Facebook groups, Power Rangers Legacy and the Marvel Out Lounge. We also have a Discord server called the Marvel Out Lounge. Check the show notes for links to all of them.
Subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and other great podcatchers. The podcast logo was designed by Rebecca Hutchins. Follow her on Instagram at super_r_illustrations.
Our theme song is a Joe the Hero remix by GVG Kid, which is based on a track from the video game Beautiful Joe.
All film and audio clips belong to their respective copyright holders, and no infringement is intended or implied.
Please rate and review us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Podchaser to spread the word about the show. And until next time,
Schwash!